Join me today in making quesadillas in your broiler oven and stay till the end of the video to learn how to make my copycat Taco Bell quesadilla sauce. If your family loves crispy quesadillas with oozy, gooey cheese, but you don't want to have to make them one at a time, let me show you how to do oven toasted quesadillas where you can do several at a time for your family to enjoy. Welcome to Homemade Cooking in Texas. I'm Carolyn Gibson from Dogwood Gardens, where homemade cooking is surprisingly easy, healthier for you and your family, saves money, and tastes great. Come join me today as I share my favorite recipes, and I hope they will become your favorite recipes. And don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. Now my family just loves quesadillas, but it is such a pain cooking them one at a time. So I developed a process of cooking them, toasting them in the broiler in my oven where I could do 2 or 3 at a time. Now depending on the size of the tortillas, these I can do 3 at a time. If they were larger tortillas, you might just be able to do 2. And you need a really big spatula. Now quesadilla means tortillas with cheese and then whatever you want to add to it. So of course we have our cheese. I like the Mexican or taco blend. I like to use either chicken or beef fajitas. This recipe is going to work with either one. And you need some sliced onions and sliced bell peppers. Now you can do red, yellow, green combination, whatever you want. And we like refried beans on ours, but you do need to make that you heat them first so they will be easy to spread. Now let's get going on our quesadillas. Okay, now if I was at home, I could have a couple of these pans going because it takes very little time to cook, and when one got through cooking, I just slide the other pan in here. But now for this video demonstration, I don't have my oven up here. I just have this small broiler. So I will be demonstrating with just one tortilla on this small sheet pan. Okay, I'm starting out with a little pan. I'm going to put a little butter in it. I think traditionally quesadillas are made with butter. So I'm going to put a little butter in there. It kind of depends on how much you're cooking. Then I'm going to add my sliced onions and bell peppers, and I want to saute these till these are nice and tender. Okay, these peppers and onions are getting pretty tender now, and I'm ready to add my fajita mix. Now prior to doing all this, I thawed out my fajita meat and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Now we don't have to add any seasoning to these peppers and onions because this fajita meat is going to have all the seasoning that we need. And so now we're just going to let all of this heat up until the fajita meat is already cooked. So all I'm wanting to do is make sure that it is completely warm. Okay, my chicken fajita meat is thoroughly heated, so I'm going to start out with some refried beans. Now, of course, if you don't want beans on yours, you don't have to do this. But if you are going to use the refried beans, they need to go on first. And then you're going to top it with the cheese. Now that is our glue to hold everything together, so we want plenty of it. And of course, if I were doing several of these, I'd be going down the assembly line. And now I'll be adding my fajita meat with the onions and peppers. Now at this point, if I wanted a little heat to it, I would add some jalapenos. Now something I just saw recently, I've always just chopped the jalapenos. I don't want whole jalapenos in here, but you can actually grate them. Just grate a few little jalapenos on there, just kind of depending on how much you like. Okay, we don't want too much on there. And then, of course, we need to top it with more cheese. So that's what a quesadilla is, plenty of cheese. And then we're going to add our top. Now most quesadillas will have you folding them in half and then flipping them over. But because I have so much in here to make it a complete meal, I prefer to do 2 tortillas. So we're going to top this with some melted butter. And then we need a really big spatula to flip the whole thing over. And then we're going to top it with some more melted butter. We're going to put it in, we're going to turn on the broiler in the oven, but what we want to do is use the very bottom rack. If you put it up on the top, it's going to cook much too quick. Okay, it's ready to come out of the broiler. You can see it's nice and golden brown. It's nice and crispy, gooey cheese. We're just ready to cut it. Okay, there it is, ready to serve with your favorite condiments, whether it be the copycat Taco Bell quesadilla sauce, sour cream, guacamole, tomatoes. Just make it whatever you want it to be, and it tastes great. Okay, if you've been to Taco Bell and you've ever eaten their chicken quesadillas, I wonder what is that sauce they put on there that makes it so good. Well, this is my copycat version of the Taco Bell quesadilla sauce. Now we're starting off with a half a cup of mayonnaise. And then we're going to add minced jalapenos plus juice. And this is the pickled jalapenos. So we're just going to mix that in there. Put it all mixed together. Then we're going to add our spices. We have a little bit of sugar, paprika, and cumin. Then we have just a little bit of cayenne pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of salt. And this is just a yummy sauce that we put it on. We don't just do it for quesadillas. We may put it on tacos. If I wanted to have like a taco salad, I would put this sauce on it. But this has become my favorite sauce, better than sour cream. So you can see that beautiful pink color, and you are absolutely going to love this. And it tastes great. Thank you so much for joining me today at Homemade Cooking in Texas. These are my favorite recipes, and I hope they will become yours. Now, if you enjoy these recipes, please like and subscribe so you can see more of these type recipes. We have been making a full-time living here on our organic farm since 1991. We need your support to continue our small family farm by liking and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much.